YouTube. I got a lot of suggestions for videos, but I think the one I'm going to do right now is from John Evans. He's a good friend of mine. Did time with him, and he brought up something that's very important, and that's the medical in the DLC. I can't speak on other states, but he can verify what I'm saying about Missouri. It's bad. You know, I've seen people go to medical with chest pains and be given Tylenol and sent away only to die of a heart attack. I've seen somebody having a heart attack and the guards take their time calling medical, you know, and the guy dies. I've seen people go to medical with pain, something wrong with them, and never see them again. Don't know what happened to them. And no matter what's wrong with you, their thing is to give you Tylenol, you know. And in South Central Correctional Center, we had this dentist that when he cleaned your teeth, I mean, it wasn't like getting your teeth cleaned done out here on the streets. There was people who got their teeth cleaned by him, and he only does like the top teeth, and then he'll wait a couple weeks and do the bottom. I know one guy got his top teeth done and said he wasn't going back for the bottom because it felt like all of his teeth was going to fall out, and he was in a lot of pain. I've never felt like my teeth was going to fall out, but I was in a lot of pain as soon as the numbness wore off, you know. And John tells the story of getting roughed up in medical. I guess he said he deserved it, but because he spit on the guard's face or whatever. But no, I mean, to be honest, if I was in their shoes, I might have done the same thing. But it's still not professionalism, you know. But there's so many. I could go on and on about the medical neglect in the DLC. And I mean, I'm sure he could tell you some stories and add to what I'm saying. But you know, and there's people out here that say, oh, the medical needs to be fixed in the prisons, you know, and this and that. But they really don't know until you've been there and experienced it, seen what's happened to other people. You just don't know. It's crazy. I'm trying to think of I remember one instance, and this wasn't in South Central Correctional Center, but I used to have these. I was having real bad health problems at the time, and I was fainting and falling out. And I remember the guards calling medical on for me, you know. And she came over there, and it was an older lady. She grabs me by the hair of the head, lifts my head up, said, "He's faking." And I remember the guard saying, "Well, if he's faking, he's doing a real good job because he's got a nosebleed." She goes, "Well, anybody can make their nose bleed." And so we all three filed against her, you know, and all they did was move her to another shift, you know, different shift. But this goes on all the time. It's not just once in a while. And I'm not saying that all nurses or medical staff there is bad. I'm just saying that there is neglect there, you know. At Bowling Green, you go to medical and be lucky to be seen because every 5 minutes they're taking a smoke break, you know. And I'll call you back later. I remember one time in South Central Correctional Center, I was in the hole, and they took us, a bunch of us, to medical for medical appointments. You know, they kept us chained together on these benches, you know, handcuffed, and they saw one person. We was there most of the day, sitting up there. They saw one person, and then they said, the rest of you have to come back later. So we had to go all the way back. And when you're in the hole, it's hard to get. You know, it's not like you fill out a thing and the next day they take you to medical. No, this is it's a long process. So, you know, you have to wait another week or two, you know. By then, whatever problem you had may be gone. But it's just every day, all day. And I'm sure that if there's any COs or nurses that work in the Missouri Department of Corrections, they're going to disagree with me. You can disagree all you want. Deep down in your hearts, you know it's right. You know what I'm saying is right. You know? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little aggravated about this, but it's just, there's so much of it that I can't even name it all, you know? And, but the one thing, if you go to prison, the one thing you should know is that you just can't go over there anytime you want. Oh, you may fill out your, go over there when they say it's medical call or something and go over there. But if it's something major, they're going to set you up for an appointment. You're not going to see them right then and there. But they'll say, well, set you up for an appointment, see a doctor, and maybe 2 weeks later maybe you'll see them. It's not as simple as, you know, it is out there on the streets, you know. And cosmetic stuff always takes a back seat. Anything you want done cosmetically, you know, like maybe you want partials or something. Well, it's got to be if there's no other, you know, if there's not a long line of people waiting to see the dentist or anything, you know. So, I want to tell you a little bit about that, so, give you some idea. So, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button and share this. And thank you for watching. Thank you.